What is happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. 10th inning sports cards and collectibles, back with a very special through the mail TTM autograph return video. This week I am excited, guys. I'm super excited, one, because of this big boy here, which we will get to at the end, but I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 returns. Unless I missed one here. Yeah, I think I'm at 11 returns this week, and I am excited to dip into these. This one I'm going to save until the end, even though it's the 31st. I just know from other videos that a certain Hall of Fame absolute GOAT returns his cards in his own packaging, and this could only be one player that I sent to. So that's going to be at the end, so make sure you stick around so you can see. This first one is coming from the 31st of July. It is coming from the Metroplex in Michigan. And it is Mark Macon, former Denver Nugget, with our first return of the week. 91-92 Skybox, probably my favorite set to get signed by far. That looks great. I mean, very basic signature, no fancy cursive writing or anything like that, but that's totally fine. That's his style, and I'm super appreciative that he sent these back. 91-92 hoops. I think I sent him 4, and that looks like what we have gotten back. So 91-92 Upper Deck. This is our first Upper Deck for basketball to get returned from 91-92. And our first 92-93 Upper Deck card to get returned. So Mark Macon, man, I love the uniforms that the Nuggets had in the early 90s. These are super cool. I know they brought those back this year for several games. I think that's the style, boys. I think we just stick with those 100% of the time. But 4-4 return to kick us off. I got a lot to get to, so let's get to number 2. And our second return came back on the 31st. No address. So who is it? It is Theodore Edwards, best known to NBA fans as Blue Edwards. His nickname, man, I think I sent him 4. Yeah. Oh, these are exciting. I sent him a couple of my favorites to get signed. 91-92 Skybox. You know, he's got a real kind of, jumbled signature here. It's kind of all over itself, but I still think this looks really cool on these cards. So there's the 91-92. Here is 93-94 Topps Finest. If you remember my first video, I know we had a return back from Isaiah Ryder in that one. These turn out really nice. They're kind of hard to prep. You can even see, I mean, it's got some residual powder on it, but if you don't powder it, they will streak pretty bad. So here he is with the Grizzlies, and this is the version of Blue Edwards I think I remember the best when he played for the Grizzlies, and, got some pretty decent playing time with that young team. 95-96 Fleer, and I think that might be the best looking autograph of the bunch so far. And then here is 93-94 NBA Jam Session from Fleer. These are cool. I try and get these autographed as often as I can. I bought a whole box of these to get a Jordan and Penny Hardaway rookie card that year. And this one streaked a little bit on me. And I don't know if that's his Sharpie or I just didn't prep these good enough. But that one, probably the worst of the 4 as far as the actual autograph goes. But stick around to the end. I forgot to mention this in the cold opening. I get all my autographs from sportscardforum.com and sportscollectors.net. Check up here, those 2 addresses. Sports Card Forum is free. Sportscardcollectors.net, you pay a small fee for the year. That's where you get your autograph and tells you where to send them to. And then at the end of the video, I will have a recap and I'll let you know which of the autographs I like best. But that's enough talking. Let's get to the third return. Okay, number 3. No address again. Okay, where's this coming from? It's coming from Mr. Brian Cox, linebacker for the Miami Dolphins. Had a stint in Chicago. I believe he had a stint in New England. I think I sent him 3. Let's see. Yep, 3 cards. Let's take them one at a time, and we'll start right here with the Impact Power insert card here from Brian Cox. This is from 1995 Skybox Impact. And man, he was just a really tough linebacker. He always wore that neck pad in the back and just looked so intimidating out there. He's got a really cool signature on here. Oh, I did send him a Bears card. Of course I did. Here we go. Pro Line Intense. Got him with my Chicago Bears. Got the 52 on there. We only had him for a year, and I really liked him, but we let him go and ended up going a different direction. And then, oh, he personalized this one to me. That's awesome. Super cool. So I've got the Pinnacle, which you guys have seen in several different videos that I've done so far. I love to get these Pinnacles signed. This is from 1991. Pinnacle is a score brand. But yeah, this is the only one he personalized to me, which is really cool. So, I mean, I don't want to, oh, this is tough. This will be tough. At the end of the video, when I have to pick one, do I go with the one he personalized or do I go with my Chicago Bears? Oh man, that's going to be a tough choice. You guys will have to wait and find out. Let's get to our 4th return. Number 4 on deck. This one's coming from Charlotte, North Carolina. No card saver one, but who is it? Rex Walters. Okay, sharpshooter. This guy, I believe, where did he go to college? I know it'll be on the back of one of the Kansas. I want to say Providence, but yeah, he was a Kansas Jayhawk and was a heck of a college player. I think I sent him 5. So here's 95, 96 Fleer. These are cool cards. I like the kind of the drawing of him in the background. These, I always really like these cards. So that's number 1. Here's 94, 95 Hoops. Got the number 23 on there. That's a cool card as well. 93, 94 Topps Finest. I believe this is his rookie card, if I'm not mistaken. This might be my favorite so far. But there you have it. Collegiate record. Averaged 15.3 points a game in 92, 93. And then he ended up being a 16th overall draft pick to the New Jersey Nets. Now the Brooklyn Nets. And here's his 93, 94 Topps rookie card signed. First one back from 93, 94 Topps. And then I want to say this is 98, 99 Stadium Club, but just to double check real quick, I'm a year off. 97, yeah, 97, 98 Topps Stadium Club. Such a cool card. Not a refractor, but it does give you some refractor vibes when you look at it. So there we have it. 5 of 5 return. He's also in the coaching realm. I can't remember which team he's coaching for, but the address will be above. You guys have already seen that in the video, so just off the top of my head, I can't remember, but I know that he's coaching in the NBA again, doing something on the player development side. So 5 of 5 return from Rex Walters. Let's get to our next return. And our 5th return of the day comes to us from the Atlanta metro area, and we've got pitcher Chris Carpenter. Okay, I know he spent the majority of his career with the Cardinals. I've sent him 4 cards. He's returned 4 cards. Let's check him out. 1990 Upper Deck. That looks great with some blue ink on there. I like that one. Oh, cool. Fleer Ultra. First Fleer Ultra return, I believe. That looks great as well. 92 Fleer Ultra. Here's 1990 Topps. Man, these look great. These 1990 Topps cards might be some of my favorite with ink on them. The 90 Topps and the 91, 92 Skybox. It's a real toss-up. And then here's 89 Upper Deck. So, I mean, there's 4 great choices here. This is his rookie card. So that's obviously a solid pick for the best signature of the bunch. Ooh, yeah, this will be tough. I'll let you guys know at the end, but his address is up top here. And if you have any Chris Carpenter cards laying around from your collection, definitely send him over. He's a no-fee, quick return guy, and really cool signature. And he was a solid pitcher in the big leagues for quite a while. So definitely worth sending off some cards to get autographed by him. So there we go. Let's get to our next return. This will be number 6. Okay, 6th up. I forgot to date this one, but I want to say this is either from the 2nd or the 3rd of August. So yeah, this one's coming to us from Miami, Florida. We've got John Crotty, former guard for the Utah Jazz. I think I sent him 3. Yeah, 3 cards. Let's go through them. I got a couple Fleer Ultras in here. This is the 93-94 Fleer Ultra. That turned out great with some blue ink on there. It'd be kind of sick if he had a purple Sharpie. That'd go great in the white Jazz uniform there. 92-93 Fleer Ultra. Oh, this looks amazing. That looks great. This is his rookie card. And then to end it, I sent him all Fleer Ultras. That's kind of funny. So this one's from 94-95. So I've got his 92, his 93, 94 Fleer Ultras all signed. This is my least favorite of the 3. These 2, it's going to be a real toss-up on which one I pick as my favorite of the 3. But 3 of 3 return. He was a backup point guard for the Utah Jazz, backed up John Stockton for a couple of years. Not a huge contributor. I bet if I go and look here at the back of this 94 card, so he was coming off a year, 45 games, averaged 2.9 points a game. So, but I mean, tough job. You got to back up John Stockton, like the GOAT of point guards. I mean, his assist record is never going to get touched. I mean, nobody's even close to it. And, he was phenomenal. Him and the mailman, so many wins together over the years. So excited to get this back, though. I do remember watching John Crotty, and, he was a feisty player out there. So I don't want to call him little because all these NBA guys are huge. He might look little on the court, but he was probably like 6'3". Let's see. He's 6'1". Yeah, not a small guy. So there you have it. 3 of 3 return from John Crotty. Let's get to our next return. And our 7th return of the day. Got this back on August 3rd, coming to us from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And we've got Bobby Hansen, former Chicago Bull. Yes, looking forward to getting these back for a while now. Bobby Hansen was a 3-point specialist for the Bulls. Had him sign this 91-92 skybox when he was with the Sacramento Kings. And this 91-92 hoops card with the Kings as well. In addition to the 91-92 upper deck. And then that is when we got Bobby Hansen in a trade. So in the Series 2 set, you got him in the Bulls uniform. And there it is. That is the card that I really wanted signed. And I think it turned out awesome. I love that he puts his number in there. There's been a couple players that have kind of done that in previous returns. Another one that comes to mind, this was from video number 1, was Moose Johnston from the Dallas Cowboys. So 4-4 return from Bobby Hansen. This is a guy that I think, if he were to have played in today's era with the way he could shoot the ball, he would have made some money. Like, you look at a guy like Duncan Robinson and what his contract is, Bobby Hansen could shoot the heck out of the ball, and he would have been asked to do nothing but that in this era. And he probably would have been a more popular player. So yeah, excited to get these back. If you want to send him some cards to get autographed, check out the address above and send him some cards. His autograph is really cool, and he was a contributor on an NBA championship team, so check him out. Let's get to our next return. This is going to be number 8. Number 8 return of the day. Got this back on the 3rd from Knoxville, Tennessee. I've got some family in Knoxville. Who is it? It is Steve Searcy, left-handed pitcher for the Detroit Tigers. I sent him, looks like 3 cards. 1990 Upper Deck. That turned out really nice. Here is 1990. Oh, and he put the inscription on there. I believe I asked him to do that, to put his MLB debut 8/29/88 on there. That is super cool. Thank you for doing that, Mr. Searcy. That's awesome. And then here is the Topps 89 Future Star card with the Tigers. You can see kind of bumped around the minor leagues for about 4 years, got called up in 88, and then made his big league debut in 89. Officially, you know, a roster player in 89. Obviously, his debut's right there in the middle. August 29th of 1988. There it is, 3 of 3 return. His address is above, and definitely would recommend getting his autograph. This looks great, and I'll have to pick which one is the best, but I think you guys might be able to figure that out. Let's get to our 9th return. And our 9th return comes to us from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Hard to see, kind of the stamp didn't work on there. Oh, Brent Price, brother of Mark Price. I think I sent him 3. Yeah, I did. So 92/93 Fleer Ultra rookie card. That's a cool signature. That turned out amazing. And then here is Upper Deck Choice, the UD Choice. This one is from 1998/99. A little bit later in the career. Cool signature there. And then 92/93 Upper Deck. Oh, it's going to definitely be between this one and the Fleer Ultra rookie. This is his rookie card as well. I wish they would have labeled these as rookie cards, kind of like the Fleer Ultra had the little rookie gold foil. It would have been cool to have like rookie card somewhere on here. But yeah, that's gonna be a tough choice. You know, he had a really solid career as a backup, playing for several teams, the Bullets, the Rockets, to name a few. You know, his brother Mark was just an absolute stud with the Cleveland Cavaliers, one of the best shooters I ever watched. I know he's got some records, I believe, for free throw percentage, and the way that he would split the double team, just phenomenal. Guys still don't split the double team like Mark Price did. So definitely a great return from Brent Price. Thank you so much for those. And then hang on for the end. I'll let you know which one I decide between the 92/93 Ultra and the Upper Deck. So let's get to our 9th return coming up here. So actually, I'm sorry, this was 9. Let's get to our 10th return. And our 10th return is going to be coming to us from Greensboro, North Carolina. I got this one back over the weekend. Here we go. Delaney Rudd. All right, former Utah Jazz. I think I sent him 4. Oh, I sent him 4. I only got a couple back. And that's okay. That definitely happens from time to time. I'll talk about that a little bit more in a sec, but let's appreciate what we got. 91/92 hoops. Cool little signature on the side there. That turned out great. And then we've got the 91/92 Upper Deck, and that one looks even better. Signed in black Sharpie. That goes great with the 91/92 Upper Deck backgrounds they have there. Good color. But yeah, like I was saying, if you're new to TTMs, this is my 3rd video. I've gotten about, I would say about 30 cards back at this point so far that I've been able to go through on camera with you guys. There's going to be times where you don't get all your cards back, and I would just say don't get discouraged by any of that. Don't take offense to it. You know, I don't send any cards that are super, super valuable. So if the guys have a 2-card limit and I don't know about it and I send them 4 and they only sign 2 and send them back, that's okay. I know I sent him the 91/92 Skybox card. So I'll just send him another one. I'll get that one signed for my collection because that's the one I'm trying to get the most of if I can. But either way, you know, 2 of 4 return. You know, he's got a nice signature here. This one looks like it's smeared just a little bit on the black. And sometimes that can happen too if they put them back in the card savers a little too quickly. So But yeah, 2 of 2 return from Delaney Rudd. Let's get to our 11th out of 12 return as we get closer to the big one. And our 11th return came back on the 5th from St. Paul, Minnesota. Is it a twin? It is a twin. It's a manager, Tom Kelly of the Twinkies. I think I sent him 2. Yeah. I think he's got it might be a 2-card limit on Tom Kelly. I'll put that up here in the notes if I can. But here's the 1990 Topps. Oh, cool signature. I like what he does with the T there. That looks cool. And yeah, that's a really nice signature. He was a phenomenal manager. He spent a long time in Minnesota, winning a lot of games, coaching a lot of great players. I'm a White Sox guy, so we were subject to those Twins teams that beat up on us for quite a bit. And then here's the 1987 Topps card, a little bit younger in his career. Checklist card from Topps, number 618. So if you've got those laying around, I would definitely recommend getting these signed. He may be a Hall of Famer. I'm sure I'll look that up afterwards as I'm putting together my notes for the videos. But I mean, if he's not in the Hall of Fame, he certainly should be in the Minnesota Twins Hall of Fame, if nothing else. But that's a 2 of 2 return. Let's get to our 12th and final return of the day. And here it is, the one we've been waiting for. It says photos do not bend. I didn't send any photos. But this comes from, yeah, there we go, block my address. This one comes from Lake Mary, Florida, from Mine O Mine, which is the foundation, I believe, or corporation, whatever you want to call it, from Mr. Shaquille O'Neal. I sent him 3 cards. Man, I hope he signed all 3 of these. That would be awesome. I know he's really good to his fans, so I'm not going to be completely shocked here. Here we go. I got a peek. Did he sign it? He signed all 3. Yep. Oh man, this is so cool. Topps 92-93 rookie card. Signed by Shaquille O'Neal. For my money. I sent him a bent up card. Now, why did I send him a bent up card? 2 reasons. Number 1, I wanted to test to see if we would get anything back. So I didn't want to send him any of his like super valuable cards in like really great condition. And number 2, I just didn't have a lot of this 92-93 Shaq. So these are a little bit harder to pull. If you can get it the Topps gold, that's the card. But that looks fantastic. Very cool. And here's his Skybox 92-93 rookie card. You can see, looks like, who is that? I think that's Tom Hammonds and Kenny Gaddison. This guy's literally smiling as Shaq dunks it, like, holy crap, he's a freak athlete. There's nothing we can do to stop him. That's what that face is. So that looks great. And then I had a insert from Fleer Ultra 95-96. Ultra Power. I'm going to send him some Lakers cards next. I definitely want to get a few in the Lakers signed. I think I have one with him and Kobe that I definitely want to get autographed. But man, this is so cool. My son's going to be so pumped. And then I have another young kid that's actually my son's friend. I promised his dad, I was like, because he told me he was a Shaquille O'Neal fan, that I would get a Shaq card signed. So I'll let Kyler pick which one he likes the best. And then I'll give the other young man one of these cards, and one will stay with me. And then I'll send Shaq a few more. So hopefully we'll get those back in a future video. But that is our 12th and final return. Let's get to the recap and see which one out of all the cards are my favorite for each player. Here we go. All 12 of the returns right here. And all my favorite autographs are right on top. So I ended up going with the 1990 Topps for Tom Kelly, the 91-92 for Delaney Rudd, the 92-93 Skybox for Shaq, the 92-93 Fleer Ultra for Brent Price, the 1990 Topps for Steve Searcy, the 91-92 Upper Deck for Bobby Hansen, 92-93 Fleer Ultra for John Crotty, 90 Topps for Chris Carpenter, the 93-94 Topps Finest for Rex Walters, the 91 Pinnacle that was personalized to me from Brian Cox. I've got the 95-96 Fleer from Blue Edwards and the 91-92 Skybox from Mark Macon. That's all 12 of my returns. Thank you so much to all 12 of these guys for signing these autographs. You know, got an absolute legend to return. You know, I got a Hall of Famer in here. I've got several guys that were just, you know, really good players for a long time in the league. So excited. I will be back next week with all new returns. We'll see how many we get back over the week, and then we'll have a video where we show them to you. And then in the meantime, you know, subscribe to the channel, comment below, let me know what your favorites are. And then, yeah, I'll be back with more videos and more returns in the next coming days. Thank you guys so much for listening. This is Kyle signing off. See ya.